Hey there, Pisces. Here's your January 2019 channeled horoscope, taroscope from Spirit. For those of you who are new, welcome. For those of you who returners, I'm the beginning of each week. I'm a little late this month, apologies. The beginning of each month, I'm going to do the general, whatever Spirit wants you to know for the whole month. The second week, I'm going to start doing love reads for every zodiac sign. So that's what's coming up on the head in the future. Comment below, let me know. Do you like that? Do you not? Do you want a different format? Let me know what you're thinking. As always, I start with a channeled message for you. I let Spirit just have their go at you, and then I followed it up with a Celtic cross. And this month I'm using 2 decks to get you that much more information. So Pisces, without further ado, here's what Spirit wants you to know. Ooh, Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. Taking the time to heal, taking the time to heal, taking the time to feel your feels. Slow down. Slow down and breathe into how do you honestly feel about the action, the words that the other person did, that they said. Tap into how you felt. There's a little bit of eagerness right now to jump to action. There's a little bit of eagerness to jump to solve the problem. No, 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 we'll do this instead. No, 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 here we can do this. There's a little bit of bypassing your emotions, how you felt about the situation, the person, the experience, their reaction to it, and going straight to fix it mode. Stop. Take a breath. Tap back into you. Make sure you feel good about the solution you're providing. It may be time to end things. It may be time to indicate you need the situation and how it's coming together to come together in a different way. You need to kind of relook, reorganize, restructure how you're approaching this area of your life because it's not bringing you the fulfillment. There's a little bit of, but once we fix this problem, but once we fix this person's back pain, he won't be complaining anymore. But once we solve this, then we'll be happy. When right here, right now, you're not happy. You're not happy with this person, this place, this situation, this experience, this work environment. Instead of, gotta plow through it, solve this problem, then we'll be happy. What can you do right here, right now to be happy now? For many of you, that will be releasing a situation in your life. And without further ado, I invite Kelly to read the tarot spread now. Pisces, I want to give you a little moment of love. It never necessarily feels good to end something. So whatever you're going through, I just want to give you a moment of Kelly, me to you, that like, I love you. I think you're special. I think you're important. And I think you deserve outrageous joy. So if there's definitely an area of your life that you're not feeling respected, feeling adored, feeling cherished, feeling positively uplifted, I want to send a little love to you right now. And comment below. Let me know what's going on. I'll give you a little advice, a little comment on however I can help in the comments. But much love to you as you go through this. Okay, so going into the tarot spread, I pulled a Celtic cross using 2 decks for you guys this month. So, wow, this is interesting. So you got the King of Ariel as the basis of your month. The King of Ariel definitely means that there's a bit of confidence in you. There's a bit of just confidence, and it kind of looks like an area of your business, something that you're doing, you feel really confident in it, but you got the big old weight card. So it's, even though you may feel confident, it's not a time to take action yet. So let's say you own a store and you're thinking of starting a new store. That would be the confidence that I feel confident enough to start a second one now, but it's not quite the right time. Or if you're feeling confident in work, now you're thinking, let's get the lover. It's not quite the right time. So it's just because you feel confident doesn't mean it's inspired action. Inspired action, a divine download, a law of attraction, step 2 moment is when you get an idea and it evokes a beautiful, glowing feeling in your chest, or it might be a feeling of relief. If I, like, this action step feels so good, I'm moving towards that good feeling. I break this down in my 6 Weeks to Master Law of Attraction course for you guys. If you need more help with that, it's on my website. But it's moving towards this feeling that feels so good. It's not, I feel confident I'm going to do it. If you have this feels so good, I have to move towards it, that's when it's synchronicity. That's when the angels, the spirit guides, the energy is fully aligned, and you get that beautiful flow that everyone just loves. And then this happens, and then this happens, and then it got even better, and then it got even better. When you just feel confident and you do it, it's very likely going to be, I feel confident, I'm going to do it, and now I have to do this, and now I have to do this, and now I have to do this, versus the, I got to experience this, and then I got to experience this. I have to do this. I have to do this. I have to do this. So enjoy that you feel confident enough to take whatever step it is you're taking. Don't take action yet. The energy is not aligned. Yeah, okay. So the energy that is crossing that, or your challenge for the month, is because it looks like this action that you're taking, it's been brewing for a long time. It looks like there has been action that you've been wanting to take for a long time. If we want to stick with the store analogy, maybe it means you want to sell it. Maybe it means you want to expand. Maybe it means you've been trying to hire on like a manager level type person instead of just an employee. So it's definitely, the seeds are well planted. You're going in the right direction. But with the worthiness card is coming up. So what that's saying, so that's what the wait card is about. That's why you want to wait, because most of us all know, and especially if you're here on this channel, you know that it's energy first and then action. When you take the time to feel as good as you could possibly feel on a topic and then take action, you get that synchronistic flow. You get the people coming from out of nowhere, the clients out of nowhere. There's a part of you that's awakening to a new level of feeling worthy, to a completely new level. Oh, you're awakening to a new level of how to receive even more. So maybe it's, I want to open a second store and I want to feel good with it. I want someone to be part of the journey with me. There's a little part of you that right now probably has a belief system that if you want anything done right, you got to do it yourself. Anytime you start a business, it's hard. It's a lot of work. So behind the scenes, there's a lot of energy work going on with you. Maybe you'll get the free YouTube video. Maybe you'll do a paid coach. Maybe you'll find the book. It could come from all ways, but there's energy work behind the scenes going into allowing in the next step you take to feel nourished, supported, positively uplifting instead of drudgery and work. So you're just being encouraged to kind of wait a little. And, maybe meditate, maybe journal on what was it like when my parents started businesses? What did they always say about it? So you get a snapshot of, oh, these are the thought patterns I have around starting a business. Next step. Do I like that thought? Do I not? If you don't like the thought, tell the new story. Well, I do agree that there is a lot of legwork that goes into it. And I would like to do this one where I feel like there's other people who step up and just know what to do. I want to start the business and feel nourished. I want to start the business and feel like I just hire the right employees, the competent employees who just kind of know what needs to get done without me spelling every single thing out. Take a snapshot of where you're at and then kind of play with the energy of, well, it would feel good if I had employees who this. It would feel good if I had a marketing team who this. It would feel good if. It would feel good if. Wouldn't it be nice if? Well, if I could have it all my way, I'd start the other company, but it wouldn't feel as much work as last time. It would feel lighter. It would feel easier. Take that time to do that energy work and then take action. So this is the underlying reason as to why the confidence is there. You're on the right path, but they want you to do the energy work first. So you got the Solutions Archangel card. That's interesting. And that you're being helped. It's kind of like, it's like you want to start an entirely new chapter of your life. New year, new you, happy New Year's. And it does look like there has been a certain amount of success in your life up until this point. There has been some things that have gone phenomenally well, but you're definitely at a point where you want it to feel easier. You were just at a point of like, I could keep running this business, but there's got to be a little bit more flow to it. There's got to be, I I don't mind training employees, but I need employees who have a little bit more of a base understanding. They have a little bit more of an understanding of how retail works. I don't want to train the basics. I'll train on the specifics to my company, but not the basics, not the basic customer service and basic customer care. You're going through a huge energetic karmic lesson, soul level lesson, life lesson, that you do want things to flow easier. And it definitely has to do with you not feeling so alone. Like, gone are the days of the, if you want it done right, you got to do it yourself. I want the employees who, when they do it, I feel like I couldn't have done as good a job as they did it. I now call in partners who are better than I could have imagined. I now call in partners who do things better than me. We have roles. They do this area better, I let them handle it. I do this area better, I handle it. So you're going through the lesson of kind of like allowing in help and not thinking you got to do it all alone. Well, that's a biggie. Let me know what's going on down below, Pisces. In terms of what happened in the recent past, okay, that sucks. Sorry whatever happened to you guys in the past. In the recent past, definitely looks like there was either delayed communication, there was either communication that you wanted that you didn't get, or there was just a fight. It was either fucked up communication, you didn't get the communication, or it was way late. So you either got the employee who quit on you, the employee who caused a fight, or the employee who didn't communicate they weren't coming in. Maybe it was a lover. They just ghosted you for New Year's, or they picked a fight with you. Like, okay. And it's also, it's kind of like whatever didn't go well in the communication department, whether it be work or love, it's your intuition, the spirit guides, the angels, your guardian angel. They were trying to guide you either towards the solution or towards more than likely, yeah, and they're saying they were trying to guide you toward an alternative way to handle the situation, an alternative person you could have hung out with at New Year's. But there was a little bit of closed off energy. It was kind of like, no, they said they would do this. No, we have to do this. This is what has to get done. And when it didn't come through, it was you were so focused on, my answer must come from this area, that you weren't open to receive the other idea. So yes, someone else let you down, but there was also you hyper-focusing on that being the solution. Law of attraction, you guys know this. You do the ask, I want to feel this way. I want to get to the point of being a millionaire, feeling positively uplifted along the journey. And you let the universe dictate, are you going to be a channel? Are you going to open a business? Are you going to get a salary of $1 million? You're just kind of along for the ride. Because let's be honest, if you guys are a millionaire, do you really care? If you're a millionaire where you're feeling positively uplifted, does it matter the how? You're feeling good, you're making money. If you care, then you fine tune and add more details to the universe. But you don't try to control the how. I want a lover and it has to be this one person. Universe, you know what this upset feeling is telling me? What this fight's telling me, what this I feel unimportant, they didn't call. It's letting me know that I'm ready to feel valued. It's letting me know that I'm ready to feel respected. It's letting me know that I'm ready to feel cherished and like a priority and important in a relationship. That's how I want to feel. I hope it's with this person. I have a sense of familiarity with them. I have a sense of comfort. It looks like all the pieces are there. And now I need the energy lined up, Spirit. I need to feel it too. I hope it's them. Guide me. You got to be willing to walk away from some situations, guys. In terms of what's going on in the current moment for you, okay, it does look like in the current moment for you, you are taking a bit of a reprieve. It's kind of like you're starting to go inward to find your sense of happiness, your source of happiness from within. This doesn't mean you have to stand all, be alone. I'm so happy I don't need anyone. But it definitely looks like you're starting to find your sense of validation, your sense of it, you're doing a good job from the inside instead of the outside. Instead of the city saying good job for your company, instead of your parents or your customers saying good job, you're starting to define what a good job means for you, what success looks like for you, and you're going to start acting on that. You guys might want to do that. What does success look like for you? If you want, you can make a list of what is success in this area of my life. What does success look like for my dad? That way you kind of get a clear picture of, oh, this is my dad's energy I'm carrying around. What does success look for me in this area of my life based on what my mom thinks? If you don't have a mom and a dad, what does success look like for my primary caregiver, my aunt, my fairy godmother, my uncle, whoever it is that you kind of learned a lot growing up from? What does success in this area look like from the city? What does success like this look like for my customers, for my employees? That way you kind of get everyone else's energy out of you, and then write, well, my definition of success is, do I come in every day? Is the rent for the business paid every day? Do I have enough to pay all my employees and me a salary? Do I have enough to pay me a very nice salary? Do I have enough to take a vacation once a year, 5 times a year, 10 times a year? It's really about the time where you're starting to define your own success. So I highly encourage that practice for you guys. Because I can definitely tell you, your definition of success is definitely about you not having to do it alone anymore, about you not having to carry the work on your own. And sometimes it's not necessarily about who carries out the physical work, but sometimes it's nice to just have someone on your team who believes in you, who, I love this mission. I think you're doing a good job. It's sometimes knowing that you might just want a cheerleader on your side, and that's okay. So Pisces, I'm really proud of you. This is a huge moment where you guys are defining what does success look like for you and kind of letting go of others' reactions and their sense of validation of your work. And just know that you've got 2 cards about knowing that as you move forward, you want to shift to allow in outside help. You're defining what that outside help is. Some people, they like that, the 5 love languages. Maybe you guys want to read that book. Because some people, support to them, nourishment to them would be a partner who gives them quality time. Let me talk about my business, and you just talking and listening to me, I feel heard, and I can move on. Some people want the practical gift. That's another love language. It's called the 5 love languages. You guys can Google it. It will come up. You might want someone who, I could see that my babe is stressed. Let me go run to the grocery store for them to get them the food for their store so that they can just be there. And there's also money. Wow, my babe is really stressed about this. Well, you know what? Let me just let them know that, hey, like, it looks like you're really stressed in that. I think you're competent. I know you're going to be able to rock the business. Why don't you just go ahead and let me take care of rent for this month and next month so that you can just focus on your business. And if you make enough money, contribute to rent. If not, don't worry, I've got it. Some people show love by giving money. And there's like 5 on there. So just know that your definition of success is also including how other people, what friends look like, what yada yada. Because comment below, let me know what's going on. I could give you guys more help with your specific situation. In terms of going into the future, this is interesting. You got the 4 of Raphael combined with the synchronicity card. Okay, so in terms of going into the future, it definitely looks like the situation that they were talking about in the beginning where they're giving you big old weight, it looks like it doesn't quite work out the way that you thought. And it's not about be happy anyway or switch straight to the silver line, but it's about you can allow yourself to be disappointed. It's more of once you kind of have the moment of, damn, this didn't work out the way I wanted. It's still trusting that even though you can't see how, that it's still working out for you in some way. The best example I could give you is before I started doing this, making these videos 2 years ago, I was dating a guy. We were almost a year in. We were making a joint savings account so we could go visit each other's families. Shit happened overnight. We ended up breaking up. One of my best girlfriends who I was hanging out with like almost every day pretty much started dating him immediately. And they lied to me about it. And I just was like, what do I do? Like, what the heck? So I stopped hanging out with 2 people, 2 of my closest people at the time, who I was hanging out with them like 3, 4, 5, 6 days a week, like each, both, sometimes together, all 3 of us. I was devastated. This card, I was devastated. I was hurt. I was disappointed. I was like, well, what the fuck? I just lost 2 of my best friends. I don't even have anyone to hang out with right now. This sucks. Lots of tears and all that, okay? But then I realized, like, okay, well, all those spiritual gurus out there always say everything is always happening for you, not to you. Everything is always working out in your favor. And I was like, okay, so somehow this is working out for me. I don't see how right now. All I know right now is that I have a lot of time on my hand because I'm not hanging out with either of them. What can I now do with this time? Then my spirit guides came down and said, remember that? You remember that tarot cards and that spiritual business and meditation thing that you always said you wanted to do? Now you have the time to do it. So even though it sucked and there were a lot of emotions and it didn't feel good in the moment, there was also a lot of, oh, that's right, I do have the time for this. And bada bing, bada boom, you're now watching this video 2 years later. I now fully support myself off doing this. My life is way, hella, for my NorCal people, hella better than it used to be. So it's not about switching to, it's okay, this person broke up with me, I'm happy. Don't repress your emotions. But it's about, I may not know how this is working out for me, and I would love to know how. Be open to getting that kind of synchronicity into your life, Pisces. Okay, in terms of your personal power this month, wow, you're not feeling good, Pisces. I could tell you that. I love you guys. I'm sorry. Let me give you a hug. Okay, so your personal power this month is you got the Emperor reversed. You got the Make-A-Wish card reversed. So the Emperor reversed is, it's essentially don't take action. It's essentially don't take actions, don't make decisions. It's you got the Make-A-Wish reverse too. So, okay, so the combo of these two both reversed is saying that there's a little bit of desire to just kind of run to the fix-it mode, just solve the problem mode, but you got to do the energy work first, the emotional work first. It's kind of like if you were to go to the doctors and you had a cut on your arm, you would not want them to rush and just, oh my God, let's put Band-Aids on it. That's this combo. You would want them to go, oh, well, let me see the cut. Let me see how deep it is. Do we need stitches or do we need Band-Aids? Do we need, I'm not a doctor. I don't know all the options. That's why you go to a doctor, though. You want them to evaluate it. Let me see how deep it is. Let me see how long ago did you do this? Okay, let's get your tetanus shot. Let's clean this out. And you know what? I think if we just did really strong Band-Aids, change them out, every 4 hours for 2 days, you'll be fine. Let's get your tetanus shot. Let's clean this out. You know what? Let's stitch this up. Come back in 2 weeks. I'll take the stitches out. Like, you would want a doctor to evaluate your arm and then evaluate the best course of action for you. Your personal power is to take a step back, get out of the rat race of emotions and the desire to jump to action, to evaluate your situation, to make sure it's right. It's kind of like another analogy I can give you guys is if you're a farmer, you don't want a farmer who buys a new 20 acres of land, on this acre this, on this acre this, on this acre this. Because you wouldn't grow an apple orchard in a swamp. You might try to grow rice paddies in a swampy area, but rice paddies grow in water. Apples, if you plant a seed in like water, swampy area, it's not going to grow. You would want the farmer to go out there, or if you were a farmer, you would go, hey, potatoes would grow really well on this land. Oh, trees would go well on this one. Oh, sunflowers would go well here. Plan your farm. Don't just go straight to dropping seeds everywhere and like throwing them in the wind. Take the time to dig a little hole, put the right seed there, cover it up, water it. That's all, guys. Don't rush to action, guys. This is just going to leave. You'll avoid a disaster if you do the energy work first. Okay, in terms of outside influences this month. All right, this, I feel a little confused. Spirit, help me. You got the Knight of Gabriel reversed, coupled with the Ready, Set, Go. That's contra. Okay. So this card is about not taking action in your business, not taking action in your work. It's about doing outside influences. Don't take action in your business. Take the time to evaluate how you honestly feel. Do you even like the business that you're thinking of expanding another one? Are you doing it because you think it will raise the value of your company? Do you even want to go to medical school? How do you honestly feel about it? Ready, set, go on the emotions. Ready, set, go on that. Don't take the action, especially in your business area. For some of you, this is going to be love because you've got a couple love reads in here. For most of you, it's going to be about work. Okay, this is a big O. Don't rush to action on work. How do you honestly feel about it? Because it might be better to sell. It might be better to expand. It might be better to stay where you're at. It might be better to hire more employees. It might be better to let go of some employees and you do some more of the work. You really got to ready, set, go on the emotional side. How do I honestly feel about it before you rush into action in your work, man? They're being very consistent with you, Pisces. So it looks like overall the message applies to your life, but it looks like they're hammering it home in your work life right now. Okay, in terms of your hopes or fears this month, okay. Okay, so your hope is that alchemy. Your hope is that, no, once we get to here, then we'll be happy, then I'll be good. And your fear is if I don't communicate on it, if I don't talk about it. So this might be love or business right here. The fear is if I don't take action, I won't get the result. But anytime you take action from fear, the energy is not aligned. You're just going to get shit after shit after shit. You're going to get higher rent than if you waited a month. Because in a month, they might be doing a special. In a month, it might be a new owner who says that's overpriced, that's overvalued. And there's a little, and if it's playing on your love life, there's a little bit of, if I don't communicate this to the person, it's going to be end all, do all, doom, gloom. So it's, you want the synchronicity, you want the happy times, you want the good money. And there's just a little fear of if you don't take action, or if you don't communicate, or if you don't take action, it's not going to work out. But this is coming up as a fear. You guys do not want to be taking action out of fear, guys. When there was one time I was a little, I don't know why I was afraid. This was like 2 years ago. I have to launch a workshop. No one signed up. When I got that inspired, like, oh my God, I want to offer a workshop. And it felt so good. Like 50 people signed up. $0, $5,000. 0 people being helped and transformed. 50 people being helped and transformed. I mean, the choice is yours, guys. I know sometimes it sucks. I know sometimes it feels dire. I know sometimes it's like, this is my last month of unemployment. No, you don't understand. I have to make a tax payment on the 15th. I have to do something to make money. Sometimes it's better to wait to get that inspired action, or it's at least better to take the 15 minutes and try to meditate, try to journal, get all your emotions out, than to ignore your emotions and take actions. At least tend to your emotions for 15, 30 minutes every day before you take action, guys. In terms of your outcome this month, guys, okay, it looks like this, honestly, being blunt, it looks like this month is going to suck for you guys. Be aware this is an energy snapshot of the time at the moment, so you guys can definitely do the energy work to change it. But you got the playtime reverse, so this is it's not literally let's go play, but it's having fun when you get work done. Yeah, you got the perspective major arcana card reversed, so that means you're not learning the lesson. That means as of right now, it means you're not gonna really listen to a single word I said. You're not gonna listen to spirit. And you're gonna plow through ahead anyway, and that sucks, and you're not gonna have any fun. I'm sorry to deliver this message to you, Pisces. You must really be going through something like big, almost like, I'm afraid if I don't do this, I'm gonna lose my business. I'm afraid if I don't do this, I'm gonna lose my wife, my husband. Like it's got to be something big that you guys are going through. So I want to send you some compassion and some love. And I do send some compassion if something comes to an ending. That never feels good. Even I know we all know it's going to work out in the end, but in the moment it doesn't feel good. So I don't know. I want to send you guys some love. I'm going to really hope you take the time to at least 15 minutes, just tend to your emotions. Like, might be like, okay, I feel hurt. Of course I feel hurt. My partner's not communicating with me. Take the time to identify how you feel, self-validate and self-soothe. Self-validating is, of course I feel that way. Anyone would feel that way. I feel ignored. Well, duh, I feel that way. My partner's not communicating. My partner's communicating to all her friends first and then me. I feel second. Of course I feel that way. Self-soothe. It's okay to feel that way. It's okay to feel how I feel. If you guys would just take that 15 minutes, you will at least feel better before you take the action, and you will get better results. Otherwise, you're just in a panic all day trying to avoid that feeling of I feel bad, I feel ignored, I feel insignificant, I feel like a second-class citizen in our relationship. That can be very painful to admit that. It can. So sometimes people won't even do the identify step. I promise, though, this month will go smoother for you and you will feel better if you at least identify, I feel hurt, I feel left out, I feel excluded. Self-soothe and self-validate. That's going to be your best friend this month, Pisces. I love you guys bunches. I'm going to let you know in about next week. I will put out love reads for you guys. So comment below. Let me know how this one resonated. Let me know if you want love. Let me know if you want spiritual growth reads. Just let me know what you guys want. And if you guys do want, this month I am offering the personal videos. So if you want a little of this help to your specific situation, Pisces, just click on down below. You'll get redirected to a typical checkout page where you'll be then guided to enter in your specific questions. So you'll get answers to all your questions, as well as Spirit will answer the questions that you didn't even know you had to ask. If you like this video, I would appreciate a thumbs up, a subscribe, a share, and of course, thank you to everyone who donates. I appreciate it, and it really helps me come on to make these videos. Mwah! Love you guys bunches. Bye.